This is Fox News Alert. Shepard Smith is in the Fox News deck with more on the massive Chile earthquake. Shep?
Yeah, it has been an enormous one, Greta. It struck, we now believe, about 26 minutes ago, 34 kilometers deep, 150 miles off the coast of Santiago. I'm going to come over here and show you where this spot is. I had the map up wrong just a minute. In fact, we may get a couple of errors, and I'll let you know about both of them in just a second. Of course, now I can't get control. But here's Santiago. This is Chile, and right off the coast here by 150 miles is where this happened. Here's what we know now. Since this earthquake struck, according to the USGS, there have been 2 to 3 more aftershocks and significant ones. We're told that most people are now outside, that it was felt across the city, but we don't know how far away from this area that it was felt. Further, we can tell you that the idea of a tsunami is still a possibility, but no one has said yet whether they believe one has formed. In fact, we can't get information on that yet. One thing that we did tell you is that any possible tsunami could hit Hawaii as soon as an hour from now. That was just a royal screw-up. We were translating the times wrong. It's actually 13 hours away. The other made no sense, and for that I'm embarrassed and sorry. But right now, we're just monitoring what's happening here in Santiago, and we're expecting a live feed out of there shortly. The USGS, the United States Geological Survey, says it was a 7.9. More often than not, within the first 30 minutes or so, they revise that number either up or down, most often down. But we'll have that for you when the USGS brings it in. Again, a 7.9 massive earthquake in Chile. It's a deep one, and we don't have any reports of damage just yet. Back to you when we get it. Wait, we've just gotten an update. The United States Geological Survey has just given us an update that we didn't want to hear. This is now an 8.3 magnitude earthquake. And if that is the case, it would rank as one of the strongest ones that I've ever covered. It would rank stronger than Fukushima. It would rank stronger than Northridge, which hit in California. It would rank stronger than any United States earthquake except the one that hit in 1904 that I was discussing with a guest here, Greta, just a couple of days ago. If it's an 8.3 earthquake, as they've now updated, that's a massive earthquake. And
Shep,
yep.
let me make sure that I have this though. This is 150 miles off the coast.
Off the coast of
Chile,
Santiago.
Right? So there are no injuries that we know of
That's
in
right.
Chile at all. In Santiago,
exactly
at
what I
most
said.
we have some buildings swaying.
That's right.
And we may have people who have, of course, panicked, understandably, from the swaying. But that's where we stand right now.
Yep,
is that
those
right?
are the reports we have. But what they're advising us is that we don't have reports out of everywhere yet. And 8.3, Greta, as you know, is a very big.
Huge.
It's a huge earthquake, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there will be widespread damage of any kind. It means everybody would feel it, but it doesn't mean buildings are coming down and people are hurt. In a worst-case scenario, they could, but we just really don't know yet.
I'll tell you the biggest issue. I mean, like right now, you know, that's great news. Nobody seems to be hurt. That's fantastic news. But when you have sort of a shifting of the ocean floor or anything. Yeah. Is that when you have a shifting, is that there will be more shifting. And it's sort of the aftershocks or even another earthquake. You know, that's what, you know, is so alarming, is that this one, that, you know, they may, you know, a lot of people may have dodged the bullet on this one. There may not be any great tsunami, but these earthquakes don't just happen one time. There are usually aftershocks or something else. There's more shifting, and that's where there could be, I assume, more danger.
I'm sure you're right.
But right now, I mean, it certainly is, you know, good news. I mean, this one, 150 miles off that's far away. But you know, who knows what's to come? Yeah,
we don't have a way to know that. As the U.S. Geological Survey people put it, 150 miles could cause all kinds of damage in all directions. It depends on so many different things about this earthquake itself. How deep it was, we're led to believe it was 34 kilometers. The way that it rolls and the way that the two plates connect with each other. No expert on earthquakes. But I can tell you an 8.3 is an enormous number, and when we get firsthand reports, Greta, out of there, we'll bring them to you.
Shep, thank you.
Of course.
And of course, we'll continue to bring you the latest on this breaking news as we get it, and we'll be right back.